So I've got some more tech time and tech tips for my LS Swap Mustang, aka Overhoof. And I mentioned before that I'm going to be building my own relay for the fuel pump because I'm running an aftermarket fuel pump. And plus, some of the wiring is stripped out of the Mustang anyways, and I'm running a Gen 3 ECU and wiring harness. So I have a relay, and it's pretty simple. If you've never wired one up, this is a 4-pin. You get several different kinds. You get 4-pin and 5-pin. I don't need a 5-pin for this, but just to walk you through how I'm going to wire this, they're labeled. You got your 30 on your relay. Your 30 amp is your key on power. That's going to be your power, what supplies power to the load, whatever you're using, fuel pump, a light, whatever, or a fan. And think of it like a water flow or electrical line, straight up from 30 up here to 87. That's going to be your power out. So power in, power out. This is going to go to the fuel pump. I have it up here. So the power out, once it's kicked on, that's going to supply power to the fuel pump. Now you have 85. 85 is going to be your ground. Now you're going to want to ground that to a good chassis ground, as well as the ground on the fuel pump. You don't want to ground it to the fuel hat because that's not going to give you a good constant ground. And if you want to ensure that you're getting the correct voltage and the maximum amount of fuel pressure, ground them both to a really good chassis ground. Now 86, the last one, 86, that's going to be your signal wire coming from whatever you're signaling. This is going to be the fuel pump, so it's going to be the fuel pump signal wire from the Gen 3 ECU is going to go to 86. So to walk you through, the black wire is key on power. When you turn it on and we crank it over, that's going to power it up. The signal wire from the Gen 3 ECU is going to go to the yellow, so it's going to send signal to the relay that it wants to have fuel pressure, and then it's going to throw power to this, which is then going to send power to the fuel pump, and that one is our ground. So I'm going to get to working on that. And in case you guys didn't know, now you do. And don't be afraid to break something, because it just happens.